Om Shanti. This is Sakar Murli of 22nd January 2024. Essence. Sweet children, you have to become completely pure. Therefore, don't cause anyone sorrow. Do not perform any sinful actions with your physical organs. Constantly continue to follow the Father's orders. Question. What is the way to change from a stone to a philosopher's stone? Why, which illness becomes an obstacle in this? Answer. In order to change from a stone to a philosopher's stone, you need to have the full intoxication of becoming Narayan, and your body consciousness has to be broken. It is this body conscious that is the most severe illness. Until you become soul conscious, you cannot become a philosopher's stone. Only those who become a philosopher's stone become the Father's helpers. Only by your doing service will your intellect be made golden. For this, you need to pay full attention to studying. Om Shanti. The spiritual father cautions you, spiritual children, consider yourselves to be confluence age. You cannot consider yourselves to be golden aged. Only you Brahmins consider yourselves to be confluence aged. All others would consider themselves to be iron aged. There is a lot of difference between the golden age and the iron age, between the residents of heaven and the residents of hell. You are neither residents of heaven or residents of hell. You are residents of the most auspicious confluence age. Only you Brahmins know this confluence age. No one else knows it. Even though you know it, you forget it. Now, how can you explain to people? They are trapped by the chains of Ravan. The kingdom of Rama doesn't exist now. They continue to burn effigies of Ravan, which proves that this is the kingdom of Ravan. You understand number wise what the kingdom of Rama is and what the kingdom of Ravan is. The Father comes at the confluence age, and so the golden age and the hell are compared with each other now. Those who reside in the Iron Age are called the residents of hell, and those who reside in the Golden Age are called the residents of heaven. Those who are residents of heaven are called pure, and those who are residents of hell are called impure. Everything of yours is unique. So, you now know this most auspicious confluence age. You understand that you are Brahmins. The picture of the clans is very good. You can explain using that picture. You should show the contrast so that people are able to understand that they are impure, poverty stricken, residents of hell. You should write, this is now the old iron aged world. Heaven, the golden age is the new world. Are you residents of hell or residents of heaven? Are you deities or devils? None of them would say that they are residents of heaven. Some think that they are sitting in heaven. Oh, this is hell. Where is heaven, the golden age? This is the kingdom of Ravan, and this is why people burn an effigy of Ravan. Those people have so many answers. There is so much debate about God being omnipresent. You children very clearly ask, is this the new world or the world? You have to show such a clear contrast. Very good brains are needed for this. You should write tactfully so that people ask themselves, am I a resident of heaven or of hell? Is this an old world or new world? Is this the kingdom of Rama or the kingdom of Ravan? Are we residents of an old Iron Age world or of a new world? You should write this in Hindi and then translate it into English and Gujarati. Let people ask themselves, where am I a resident of? When a person dies, people say that he has gone to heaven. But heaven doesn't exist now. It is now the Iron Age. So, surely, rebirth will also be here. The Golden Age is called heaven. So, how could anyone go there now? All of these things have to be churned. The contrast should be shown very clearly. Right? God speaks. Each one of you should ask yourself, am I a resident of the golden aged kingdom of Rama or a resident of the iron aged kingdom of Ravan? You Brahmins are residents of the confluence age, but no one knows you. You are completely different from everyone else. You know the golden and iron ages accurately. Only you can ask, are you vicious, corrupt beings or viceless, elevated beings? You can write a book on this. You have to write new things through which people can understand that God is not omnipresent. When they see what you have written, they will enter and ask you about it themselves. Everyone would call this the Iron Age. No one could call this a Golden Age deity kingdom. Is this hell or heaven? Write such a first class article that people can understand that they truly are impure residents of the Iron Age and that they don't have any divine virtues. There cannot be anyone golden aged in the Iron Age. Churn the ocean of knowledge in this way and write these things. Anyone who takes the initiative is Arjuna. Arjuna's name is mentioned in the Gita. Baba says, everything in the Gita is like a pinch of salt in a sack full of flour. There is so much difference between sugar and salt. Sugar is sweet and salt is salty. By writing in the Gita, God Sri Krishna speaks. They have made the Gita salty. People are trapped so much in that bog. The poor ones don't know the secrets of this knowledge. God only speaks this knowledge to you. No one else knows it. Knowledge is very easy, but some forget that God is teaching them. They even forget the teacher. Otherwise, students would never forget the teacher. They repeatedly say, Baba, I forgot you. Baba says, Maya is no less. You have become body conscious and are committing a lot of sins. There isn't a single day when you don't commit any sins. The main sin you commit is that you forget the Father's orders. The Father orders you, Manmana Bhav, consider yourselves to be souls. You don't obey this order, and so you will surely perform sinful acts. There are many sins committed. The Father's order is very easy and very difficult. No matter how much you beat your heads, you still forget because there has been body consciousness. There has been body consciousness for half this cycle. Some are unable to sit in accurate remembrance for even 5 minutes. If you stayed in remembrance throughout the whole day, you would reach your karmatit stage. The Father has explained this requires effort. You study worldly studies very well. You have so much practice of studying history and geography. However, You have no practice of the pilgrimage of remembrance at all. To consider yourself to be a soul and to remember the Father is something new. The conscience says we should remember such a Father very well. You take little time to eat a piece of bread, but that too is in remembrance of Baba. The more you stay in remembrance, the purer you will become. There are many children who have enough money for them to live on the interest. Simply continue to remember the Father and eat a piece of bread, that's all. However, Maya doesn't allow you to stay in remembrance. However, much effort each of you made in the previous cycle, you will make the same effort now. This takes time. It is not possible for someone to raise a herd quickly and reach there. Here you have two fathers. The unlimited father doesn't have a body of his own. He enters this one and speaks to you. Therefore, you should follow this father's Srimad. The Father gives you children this Srimad. Forget your bodies and all bodily religions and consider yourselves to be souls. You came here pure and then, while taking 84 births, you, the souls, became impure. You now have to follow Srimad in order to become pure. Only then will the Father guarantee that your sins will be cut away and that you will become pure souls. Then you will receive a pure body there. Those who belong to this clan will listen to you and begin to think about these things. They would say, what you are saying is right. If you want to become pure, don't cause anyone sorrow. Become pure in your thoughts, words, and deeds. Storms will come to your mind. You are claiming the unlimited sovereignty. Whether you tell the truth or not, the Father Himself says, many sinful thoughts of Maya will come, but you must not perform any sinful acts through the physical organs. You must not commit any sin through the physical organs. So, you should write these contrasting things very clearly. Shri Krishna takes the full 84 births, whereas Shiva doesn't take a rebirth. That one is a deity full of virtues, and this one is a father. You have seen how they have made such big images of Pandavas. This indicates that they had such big, broad, and unlimited intellects. They had big intellects, but those people then portrayed them with big bodies. No one else can have such a broad and unlimited intellect as you. You have godly intellects. On the path of devotion, they make such big pictures and waste their money. They have made so many Vedas, scriptures, and Upanishads and incurred so much expense. The father says, you have been wasting so much money. The unlimited father is now complaining. You feel that Baba gave you a lot of wealth. He taught you Raj Yoga and made you into kings of kings. Some study a worldly study and become a barrister, etc., and then earn a huge income. This is why it is said knowledge is a source of income. This godly study is also a source of income through which you receive the unlimited sovereignty. There is no knowledge in the Bhagavad or the Ramayana, etc. There is no aim or objective, etc. The knowledgeful father sits here and explains to you children. This is a completely new study, and who is teaching you? God. He is teaching you to make you into the masters of the new world. Lakshmi and Narayan claimed a high status through this study. There is a vast difference between the king and the subjects. If someone's fortune opens, his boat can go across. Students can understand whether they are studying or whether they are then able to teach others or not. You should pay full attention to the study because of having stone intellects, they don't understand anything. You have to become those with the golden intellects. Only those who stay in service will be able to make them golden. You can also explain knowledge to someone by using the badge. Claim the unlimited inheritance from the unlimited Father. Bharat was heaven. It is a matter of only yesterday. There is so much difference between something being 5,000 years and something being hundreds of thousands of years. When you explain to them, they don't understand anything because it is as though they have completely stone intellects. This badge is like the Gita for you. It includes the whole study. People only remember the Gita of the path of devotion. Through the Gita that you hear from the Father, you receive salvation for 21 births. You are the ones who started the study of the Gita in the beginning. You are the ones who started worshipping. You now have to make effort and liberate poor people from the chains of the path of devotion. Continue to explain to someone or other, and one or two will emerge from them. If 5 or 6 people come together, you should try to get them to fill in forms individually and explain to them individually. Otherwise, if even one person among them is not that good, he would spoil the others. You must definitely get each one of them to fill in a form separately. They should not even be able to see one another's forms. Then they would understand. You need to have all these tactics because only then can you become successful. The father is also the businessman. Those who are clever will do good business. The father brings so much profit. If a group comes at the same time, tell them to fill in the forms individually. If they are all religious minded, get them to sit together and ask them, have you studied the Gita? Do you believe in the deities? Baba has said that you should only give this knowledge to the devotees. My devotees and the devotees of the deities will quickly understand. To change a stone into a philosopher's stone is not like going to your auntie's home. Body consciousness is the most severe, the most dirty illness of all. Until your body consciousness is broken, it is difficult to reform yourself. For this, you need to have the full intoxication of becoming a Narayan. We came here bodiless and we now have to return bodiless. What is there here? The Father has said, remember me. This requires effort. The destination is very high. You can tell from their behavior which ones will become good helpers, as they did in the previous cycle. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children. The spiritual children says Namaste to the mother and father Bab Dada. Essence of Dharana. First point, remain pure in your thoughts and words and deeds. Be cautious that you don't perform any sinful acts through your physical organs. In order to make yourself the soul pure, you definitely have to stay in remembrance. Second point, in order to be liberated from the severe illness of body consciousness, maintain the intoxication of becoming Narayan. Practice I came bodiless and I know how to return home bodiless. Blessings. May you be a soul who, as well as having yoga and conducting yoga, also has the speciality of experimenting with yoga. Explanation. Bab Dada has seen that you children are clever both at having yoga and conducting yoga. In the same way, become clever at experimenting with yoga and enable others to experiment. There is now a need for a life of experimenting with yoga. First of all, check to what extent do I experiment with transforming my sanskars. This is because elevated sanskars are the foundation of creating an elevated world. If the foundation is strong, then all the other things will automatically be strong. Slogan. Experienced souls can never be influenced by any atmosphere or be colored by any company. Acha, with avyakt silence, experience the double light angelic stage. You will become one who is always swinging in the swing of happiness, one who removes everyone's obstacles and makes everyone's difficulties easy when you have determination in your thoughts and your stage is double light. Nothing is mine, everything belongs to the Father. When you keep the burdens with you, all types of obstacles come. If nothing is mine, I am then free from obstacles. Acha, Om Shanti.